It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna start and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant who came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action. Chuck. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So off our first snap, we already have a pause for injury. One of the linebackers out there in some discomfort and being checked on. Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is Shorts. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Try in the air now. Here's Shop. Complete out to the right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
19, let's go now.
On play action, here's Shaw. Taken in by Tip Ryman. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Let's go. Let's go.
Shaw with a quick toss out wide. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They motion the tight end over. Shot to throw. Not it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 bites, prep for a lead.
3rd and long for him here. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ryan Fitzgerald lining up for the field goal. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Fitzgerald sends this through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Penix here from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Lays out, what a catch! A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ready? Hawk 70. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Shock working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Connects on the crosser. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Chasing him down outside that pocket, but it looked pretty clear, Brock. He should have pulled up instead of making that hit anyway.
These defenders can't help themselves. All right, the QB's got red jerseys in practice, can't hit them in training camp, and when they get out of the pocket, and you know every one of these guys wants to lay a lick on them, they just don't have the control and discipline.
If you ever doubted he was a former QB,
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now.
Chuck's going to throw here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got third down well inside field goal range. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ryan Fitzgerald lining up for the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Play fake, Penix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets him around 6 there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They do go for it. It's Penix. He connects downfield. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead to 7.
first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8.
14, Saints 6.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's third and short. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Trying for it with Shuck. Got a man, Bailey has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. offense to the line fast. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Saints going with some extra defensive backs on this 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Takes this in at the 25. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. A tackle made at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Chuck now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Short pass brought in, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shuck. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
19 Tigers.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the extra point.
And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the shotgun, Penix. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. That throw intended for Drake London. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
He'll throw it. He's loaded another one up. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Rocco switch.
Starting the half with Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Penix to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. His return starts at the 5. Shoves him off. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shock looking to pass here. That's caught. He found some space. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Off the play action, Chuck. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Shock working from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Brock to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Penix here from the gun. Nice run across the 15. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead to 7. Drake London with the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result. Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running it now out of the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Roy Anderson that time with the tackle.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Rush coming for Shaw. Throw left side finds Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Saints, first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Red Bull leading. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
1st and 10. Here's Shaw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. So we're through 3 here. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. Offense to the line, second down. Penix. Finds his back, it's Robinson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Got to figure out this third down here. Penix working from the gun. He's going deep. They did it. He made the interception. Rasul Douglas picks it off.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. Handoff now out of the gun. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shuck now from the gun. Chased out to his right. That one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the shotgun, Penix. He put everything he had into this one. They did it. He made the interception. Deron Bland has it. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth.
This is such a back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Shuck, first and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Shuck. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He connects downfield. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. To throw again here, it's Shuck. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Saints, 8 points behind. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to just 2 late in the game. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did.
And he's in for the 2-point conversion, and near the tail end of this game, ho-ho, we are all tied up.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Looking to throw it. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hits his running back. And they're going to hang this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Now Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
A gain of 12. First down, New Orleans.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
Second and 3. At the 40.
And they get up and get it spiked. 17 ticks left. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Now to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on first down. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. On to decide the game. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. This will be from 52 yards. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So this will win on the road for the Saints. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.